Good afternoon, everybody. How is all of my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing the 2024 College Football Predictions Week 13 show, where I, Nikki D, break down the top 16 of the top 25 games this week. I'll let you know who I think is going to win. I'll let you know who I think is going to lose. What matchup are you looking forward to seeing this weekend? Let me know down in the comment section below. And don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. I hope everybody continues to have a wonderful day. And without further ado, let's get to our first matchup on the 2024 College Football Predictions Week 13 show. We have Woolrup University going on the road to William Brice Stadium to take on number 18 South Carolina Gamecock. And honestly, I don't expect this one to be close at all. I'll be surprised if Woolrup puts up any points in this game. South Carolina coming off of a close 34-30 win against Missouri. I don't think it's going to be particularly that close this week. I expect South Carolina to roll all day. I'm picking number 18 South Carolina to beat Woolrup. In our next matchup, we have the Citadel going on the road to South Carolina to take on number 17 Clemson Tigers. And just like the last one, I don't expect this one to be close at all either. I'll be shocked if the Citadel put up any points against this Clemson defense. I think Cade Klubnik is going to come out and have a career game in the first half. I don't expect Cade Klubnik to play in the second half of this game. It should be a blowout by half. I'm picking number 17 Clemson to put the beat down on the Citadel. In our next matchup, we have Shedeur Sanders and number 16 ranked Colorado Buffaloes going on the road to Kansas to take on the Kansas Jayhawks. And honestly, I think Kansas could put up some points in this game. They are at home. It is in Lawrence. So I do think that they could potentially stay in this game. Kansas is coming off the back-to-back upsets after beating Iowa State and number 6 BYU last week. And honestly, I think Colorado is just too good offensively. They dropped 49 points on Utah last week, and I expect them to drop at least 40 points again this week. Give me number 16 Colorado to beat Kansas. In our next matchup, we have number 15 ranked Texas A&M Aggies going on the road to Jordan-Hare to take on the Auburn Tigers. And honestly, I don't expect this game to be too close. I don't expect it to be a 40-point blowout either. I think Texas A&M will be up by 10, maybe 14 at the half, and I think they're going to win this game by about 20 to 25 points. I'm picking number 15 Texas A&M to beat Auburn. And our next matchup on the 2024 College Football Predictions Week 13 show, we've got number 14 BYU Cougars going on the road into Tempe to take on number 21 ranked Arizona State. And BYU coming off of a 17-13 loss to Kansas last week, their first loss of the season, whereas Arizona State coming off of a huge win, 24-14, knocking Kansas State out of the top 25. And I think Arizona State's got all the momentum in the world right now. I'm picking number 21 Arizona State to beat number 14 BYU. In our next matchup, we've got number 13 SMU going on the road to take on the Virginia Cavaliers. And I think SMU has been great this season. They've been able to blow teams out if they need to. They've been able to win close games if they need to. Virginia has upset a few teams this year, Pittsburgh being one of them. But I think SMU remains undefeated in ACC play. I think the running game is going to be a big reason for that, as I'm picking number 13 SMU to beat Virginia. In our next matchup, we have number 12 ranked Boise State going on the road to take on the Wyoming Cowboys. And honestly, I don't think this game's going to be close at all. I know it's a conference game, but I'll be surprised if Wyoming can get a point on the board this week. I know that's a tall order for the Boise State defense, but I think they're capable of doing that. Not to mention, Ashton Gentry is having one of the best rushing seasons in Boise State history. So give me number 12 Boise State to beat Wyoming. And our next matchup, we have the UTEP Miners going on the road into Knoxville to take on number 11 ranked Tennessee Volunteers. And I don't think this game is going to be close at all. I think Nico's going to be able to throw those deep passes, connect on a few of them, and I think the running game is going to complement a lot of that. I'm expecting Dylan Sampson to get at least 3 rushing touchdowns in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if he runs for over 200 yards in this game. I am expecting at least 500 yards of offense out of this Tennessee team that is known to run it up on teams that are not on their level, as I'm picking number 11 Tennessee to put the beat down on the UTEP Miners. And our next matchup on the 2024 College Football Predictions Week 13 show, we've got the Massachusetts Minutemen going on the road between the hedges to take on number 10 ranked Georgia Bulldogs. And honestly, I'll be surprised if Massachusetts gets anything on the board this week. I don't expect Carson Beck to have a perfect game, but he doesn't need to. He could go and throw 2 or 3 interceptions in this game, and Georgia could still win by 50. The running game is depleted due to injuries right now, so expect Georgia to lean heavily on the pass, as I'm picking number 10 Georgia to put the beat down on the Massachusetts Minutemen. And our next matchup, we have Jackson Dart in number 9th ranked Mississippi going on the road into the swamp to take on the Florida Gators. And I really think this game is going to be a lot closer than a lot of people expect, because Florida's at home, because Florida played good last week against LSU and managed to get a win over a ranked opponent. But I think Jackson Dart is going to come out. I think he's going to struggle at first with the crowd, with the noise. I think Ole Miss could be susceptible to some penalties. And honestly, I am picking number 9 Mississippi to survive against the Florida Gators. And our next matchup, we have the Wake Forest Demon Deacons going on the road into Hard Rock Stadium to take on number 8 Miami Hurricanes. And I think Cam Ward is going to come out and have himself a great game. Miami had a bye last week to rest and recuperate after the loss to Georgia Tech a few weeks ago. So this is kind of a revenge game for Miami. This is the type of game where Miami needs to show the nation that they could get back to their winning ways, and I think they do this week. I'm picking number 8 Miami to beat Wake Forest. In our next matchup, we have number 7 Alabama going on the road into Norman to take on the Oklahoma Sooners. And honestly, I don't think this game is going to be that close at all. If Oklahoma was 7-3 or 8-2 or into the top 25, I think this would be a great Week 13 matchup. but I think Jalen Milroe is going to be too much for this Oklahoma defense. I think if Jalen Milroe is going to want to run, he will. I think if Jalen Milroe wants to pass, he will. And either way, I'm picking number 7 Alabama to beat Oklahoma. And our next matchup on the 2024 College Football Predictions Week 13 show, we have undefeated number 19 Army going on the road to South Bend to take on number 6 ranked Notre Dame. And I think this is going to be a great matchup. Notre Dame has won every single game they played this season since Northern Illinois, and Army's just won every single game they played this year, period. And I really feel like this is going to be a lot closer than people expect. I do think this is the week where Army's undefeated season comes to an end, as I'm picking number 6 Notre Dame to win a close game against number 19 Army. In our next matchup, we have number 4 Penn State going on the road to take on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And I think this game is going to be closer than a lot of people expect. I think Penn State is great, but I think that Minnesota is good against great teams. I think that they beat you at number 11 USC in week 3 or 4. Like, they've gone out and beaten a few ranked teams this year. They've been able to play well under the pressure. I think they play well under the pressure here, but I think Penn State finds a way to get the win. Give me number 4 Penn State in a close game against Minnesota. In our next matchup, we have the Kentucky Wildcats going on the road into Austin to take on number 3 ranked Texas Longhorns. And I don't think this game is going to be close at all. Kentucky has been complete garbage all year long. They are 1-6 in the SEC, one of the conference's worst teams this season. They're probably not even going bowling this year. And they're definitely under expectations from what they were expecting at the beginning of the season in Lexington. And Texas has just been finding ways to win games. They won by 10 points last week against Arkansas. So give me the Texas Longhorns to put the beat down on Kentucky. And our last game of the week is the game of the week. We have undefeated number 5 Indiana Hoosiers going on the road to Columbus to take on number 2 Ohio State. And honestly, this is, in my opinion, the game to watch this week. I do think this is going to be a great back and forth affair. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I know Ohio State's defense is good, but I think Indiana's offense finds a way to go tick for tack with Ohio State. I think it comes down to who has the ball last in this game. Very close game, but I'm picking number 2 Ohio State to beat number 5 Indiana. And that was the 2024 College Football Predictions Week 13 show. Who do you think is going to win this week? Let me know down in the comment section below. And don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. And if you want to see some more of me, Nicky D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I'm Nicky D. This is the Nicky D channel, and I will see all of y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.